Hello everyone, welcome to Astrology Chance. Saturn is turning retrograde on 27th of July 2026 and will remain retrograde until 11th of December 2026. And while every zodiac sign will feel its impact, some signs are likely to experience much greater pressure than others. Now, when I say suffer, I don't necessarily mean disaster. Saturn is not here to destroy your life. Saturn is here to test your life. It tests your plans, it tests your decisions, it tests your goals, it tests your boundaries, and most importantly, it tests whether the structures you have built are actually strong enough to support your future. This reading is based on Vedic astrology, so for the most accurate insights, make sure to check your rising sign or moon sign according to the sidereal astrology system. Now, let's talk about the five zodiac signs that are most likely to feel the weight of this Saturn retrograde. Number 5, Libra. Libra, Saturn is turning retrograde in your sixth house, and the sixth house is one of the most demanding houses in astrology. It is the house of work, responsibilities, daily struggles, obstacles, competition, health, and the problems you have to solve on a regular basis. Many Libras may feel that work is becoming more demanding during this period. Tasks may take longer than expected, projects may require revisions, workplace issues may become more noticeable, and some of you may feel as though no matter how much effort you are putting in, there is always another problem waiting to be solved. This is also a period where health and energy levels may require more attention. Saturn is forcing you to improve your systems, your routines, and your methods. But before things improve, the flaws in those systems are likely to become very obvious. Number 4, Taurus. Taurus, Saturn is turning retrograde in your 11th house, and for many Taurus natives, this can feel extremely frustrating. Why? Because the 11th house is connected with your future, your long term goals, your ambitions, your gains, your social networks, your wishes and desires. This is the house that represents where you want your life to go, and Saturn is putting all of it under review. Many Taurus natives may feel that long term goals are moving much slower than expected. Some plans may stall, some opportunities may disappear, some goals that once seemed important may suddenly lose their appeal, and that can be difficult realization because nobody likes investing years into a dream only to discover that it no longer feels meaningful. This retrograde is forcing Taurus natives to reassess their future direction. Number 3, Capricorn. Capricorn, this Saturn retrograde hits differently. Why? Because Saturn is your ruling planet. Whenever Saturn changes direction, Capricorns tends to feel it more personally than most people. And now Saturn is retrograde in your third house, the house of mindset, communication, courage, motivation, daily effort, and execution. Many Capricorns may feel like they are working incredibly hard but getting very little in return, and that can become mentally exhausting. You put in the effort, you make the plan, you do the work, but the results simply don't match the amount of energy you are investing. And after a while, that starts affecting your mindset. Negative thinking becomes more common, self doubt becomes stronger. You may begin questioning your abilities, questioning your plans, questioning whether all this effort is even worth it. Many Capricorns may also experience unusual lethargy during this period, not because they are lazy, but because they are mentally drained. When effort doesn't produce visible results, motivation naturally begins to decline. Some may struggle to come up with new ideas, others may lose confidence in their own abilities, and some may simply feel stuck. The biggest battle for Capricorn during this retrograde is not necessarily happening outside, it's happening inside their own mind, and that can make this a very challenging transit. Number 2, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Saturn is turning retrograde in your fourth house, and the fourth house represents the foundation of your life. your home, your family, your emotional security, your peace of mind, your comfort zone. And when Saturn starts testing the foundation, everything built on top of it begins to feel unstable. Many Sagittarius natives may find that home related matters require much more attention than usual. Family responsibilities may increase, domestic tensions may become more obvious, property related plans may experience delays, and perhaps most importantly, your inner peace may feel disturbed. You may feel emotionally overwhelmed. You may feel like you are carrying burdens that nobody else understands. And if there is no peace at home, it becomes difficult to focus on anything else. This is why Sagittarius ranks so high on this list, because Saturn is not simply testing a goal or a project, it is testing the very foundation that supports the rest of your life. Number one, Aquarius. And finally, the zodiac sign most likely to feel the pressure of Saturn retrograde, Aquarius. Aquarius, Saturn is your ruling planet, which means every Saturn retrograde naturally affects you more deeply. But this time, Saturn is retrograde in your second house, the house of money, financial security, resources, savings, self worth, and stability. This can create enormous pressure. Many Aquarius natives may feel that financial responsibilities are increasing. Money matters require attention, long term financial planning requires attention, financial decisions require attention. And some of you may feel like every time you solve one financial issue, another one appears. Expenses may become harder to ignore, financial goals may require major adjustments, and the pressure may force you to become much more disciplined with your resources. The reason this feels so intense is because finances affect almost every area of life. When money becomes a source of stress, it can impact confidence, it can impact relationships, it can impact future plans, and it can impact your overall sense of security. This is not necessarily a period of financial loss, but it is a period of financial pressure, financial restructuring, and financial reality checks. And because Saturn rules Aquarius, the lessons tend to feel even more personal. That is why Aquarius takes the number one spot on this list. So these are the five zodiac signs most likely to feel the heaviest pressure during this Saturn retrograde. Remember, Saturn doesn't test you because it wants you to fail. Saturn tests you because it wants to show you where your current structure is no longer strong enough. The pressure may be uncomfortable, the lessons may be difficult, but if you learn those lessons, Saturn often leaves you much stronger than before. Thank you for watching Astrology Chunks, and I'll see you in the next video.